All right, now that we are done with the email configuration, now let's see how we can send emails. Okay, so let's first try to send one test email. Okay, so once the test email is sent, then we will actually send the real emails after importing the data. Okay, so first let's go to task.py. Let me go to task.py. So here we have two tasks. One is this salary test, and another one is this import data, right? So we'll handle this import data later. First of all, we'll just verify whether the emails are being sent or not. Okay, so in order to send emails in Django, we use one module called email message. Okay, so that email message comes from django.core.mail import email message. Okay, so now this email message is imported, and then this email message takes 4 parameters. One, let me first show you how to do this. See, we will try sending emails in this salary test task. Okay, so once we are done with executing this 5-second task, let's send an email. Okay, and then email. Okay, so here we will send an email. So this email message, okay, so this is a function. First of all, it takes mail subject. Okay, so this is just as simple as how you send emails in your real life, right? So you first need the subject, and then you write the message or the body, right? Maybe you can call it as a message. And you also need the from email, right? So you need to specify from email. Okay, so after from, you need to specify to whom you want to send an email. Okay, so you can say to email. Okay, so one thing to remember is this to email will always be a list. Okay, so you have to set it as list. To is equal to, put this inside the list. Okay, otherwise you'll get error. Okay, to is actually a list or a tuple. Okay, so use list or tuple. All right, so this email message is taking mail subject and message from email and two emails. Okay, now we have to provide these 4 information to this email message. Okay, first of all, we'll actually say mail subject is equal to, let's say, test subject. Okay, test subject, and let's say message is equal to this one, right? So this is our test email, and then from email, right? From email is equal to, we have already specified this default from email, right? So this default from email we will put here. Okay, so first of all, we have to import settings, because this from email is inside the settings, right? So how to import settings is just say from django.conf import settings. Okay, oh, I'm sorry, settings. Okay, from django.conf import settings, and from this settings we can access a default from email. Okay, so this is what we are accessing. Okay, from email is done, and we also want to specify to email, right? To whom we want to send email. Okay, so in this case, let's first create an variable to email is equal to, so I have to say to whom I want to send email, right? So just like what we have done here from email, right? We have set default from email. In the settings only, we will set default to email. A default to email. So that will be, just set your own email address, ratankumar492@gmail.com. Okay, so this is also one of my email address. Okay, so this is a default to email. Okay, save this file. And why I'm writing this default to email, because at this stage I don't know to whom I want to send email, right? So I'm just randomly sending one test email. Okay, so in the future we will actually make the registration functionality. From there we will gather the email address from the user, or from the logged in user and send that email to that person, or that logged in user. Okay, so that way we can handle that situation. But this test email will simply settings dot default, let me copy this, default to email. Okay, so yeah, once this is done, we'll store this inside a mail variable, and we'll simply say mail dot send. Okay, so this send is a function that triggers this email message function. Okay, so let's save this file and make sure you have put your password and all correct. Okay, so if your spelling is wrong or anything is wrong in this configuration, then your email is not going to send. Okay, and all right, so this should work now, and I have edited task.py. I'll stop this server, I'm in Celery, and I will run it again. Okay, so we will keep an eye on this Celery terminal. What should happen? We have to actually call a Celery task endpoint, and it will actually sleep for 5 seconds and then triggers an email. Okay, so let's return email sent successfully. Okay, I have to stop it again. All right, let's try to run Celery test. Okay, all right, function executed successfully. This is actually loading from the view, and you see email sent successfully, and it took 8.63 seconds to complete this task. Okay, so that is because you see it slept for 5 seconds. Okay, and it took 3.3 seconds for sending this email. Okay, so total is 8.63. Okay, so now let's check whether we got the email or not. Let me open my Gmail. All right, you can see I got this test email. So this is the default from email, and this is the mail body, mail subject, and then you see everything is here. Okay, so that's how we send the email using Django. And in the next video, once we are done with importing the data, then we will send one email. Okay, so here, notify the user by email. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this video, and in the next one we'll see you.